He has a 1-1 count. That one's struck high. Left side. That one's going. That's out of here. Off the ropes. You have got to be kidding me. Fireworks. Here you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and welcome all inside the broadcast here from Central DeWitt High School. The backdrop for our Class 3A battle here tonight between the Central DeWitt Sabres and the Assumption Knights. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you coming along for the ride here as we get set and ready to roll. It's going to be a fun one here, again, here in DeWitt, Iowa. Again, the backdrop, a beautiful venue here. Got some wind, but it's still going to be a fun one tonight. Hey, thanks for, again, joining us. I am Andrew Brown, going to give you all the balls and strikes, the hits and outs, and all the great action here today between two teams that certainly are premium powers in the class and, of course, in their respective conferences. But, hey, we're going to have a lot of fun here, so make sure to join us as we continue along for what is going to be a fun episode here. Again, this show, of course, this broadcast and more brought to you by the great folks at Insolites at Insolites.com, helping to bring us our hotline and, of course, game broadcast, as well as Victory Mounds, our sole premium sponsor here when it comes to all their great broadcasts and great coverage. And they do a great job of helping with portable pitching mounds, field products, and field coverage that you can use right away in your fields. It's simple, effective, and hey, these guys have been around the industry. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, knows what the best stuff to use are, and it won't break the bank. Plus, Craig Allison, who's in charge of the national sales executive, he knows what to look for, man, and so does Rush Niggett, who's helped bring this all together. I mean, those guys have been there, seen there, what works at collegiate fields, what works at high school fields, and they can help with the playability of your field as well. Make sure to check them out today at victorymounds.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is going to be a fun battle here today. Two Mississippi Athletic squads battling it out here today. And, of course, as we take a look at the overall standings right now, it is Central DeWitt picking up their second game of the year, Assumption into their sixth game of the 2024 campaign. So, hey, let's go ahead and dive right into the action here as we get set for our Tale of the Series, brought to you by Hitting Approach. And as we take a look at it, yes, indeed, this is a good series. Overall, it's the 16th all-time meeting in the last 10 to 15 years between these two squads. And Assumption leads the overall series 9-6 according to Bound. And, the thing is that Central DeWitt did take the final game of the year last year between these two squads. So they took the win. And overall, what are we going to get? We're going to get a series that has produced countless defensive and offensive battles. This series has averaged 8.1 runs per game. Meanwhile, the series has also averaged 12.6 strikeouts per contest. So what we're going to get, we could get a lot of different things, but we know one thing for sure. We're going to get a pair of good games here today. And again, appreciate you coming along for the ride here as we take a look at both of these squads individually as we bring it back out to the field here and we take a look at what is the venue and the backdrop for our battle here tonight. Again, if you're catching us wherever you're catching us from, let us know. Spread the word and say hi. Where are you hearing us from? We'd love to know, and we'd love to talk with you. We always like interaction during the broadcast, so please go ahead and get your thoughts in. So make sure to do that today. Plus, we'll have some trivia and chance for you to win some IA baseball gear coming on up. So don't go anywhere. So let's take a look at both of these teams. And again, as we take a look at the visiting Assumption Knights, again, they come in with a record of 2-3 on the season. Again, not a ton of action overall. Neither of these teams has a ton of games, but Assumption 2-3 overall. They have wins over Moline and Regina Catholic. Meanwhile, they have fallen to 4A foes Prairie, Iowa City, and of course Moline as well. So that has been their schedule so far. And as we take a look at beyond today, what their schedule may look like, they continue on with a doubleheader road trip to Bettendorf, and then it is tournament time on June 1st as they take on Bettendorf, Hempstead, and Waterloo. And, of course, this squad last year had a pretty solid year overall. Of course, not the year that they certainly wanted to, with high aspirations of making it all the way to the state tournament. But overall, really can't blame for what they were able to do, and they did a pretty good job at 23-13 overall. They did play second in the conference at 12-4. And, again, they were close to making their way to Dwayne Banks Field, but unfortunately fell to these very Central DeWitt Sabres in the postseason. And, of course, as we take a look at what they're looking at here for the 2024 season, again, they've got some familiar faces here. And overall, we take a look at hits leader Isaiah Rose, the junior. He so far is the only one with double-digit total base count, 10 on the season, batting .421. He'll be a guy to keep the eye out on. And also, beyond that as well, as we take a look at more of these, again, a lot of great guys, including Ben Yagi, the junior, as he poked across 8 total bases so far, 4 RBIs. He does have a double on the season as well. And then, of course, as we take a look, we'll talk about him here in a bit as well. But Nolan Dittmer, the sophomore, doing the pitching duties. So far in the year, he's pitched 5 2/3. Teams hitting just .200 against him as he has tossed 5 strikeouts, just 1 walk, and just 3 earned runs on the season. So there's a look at the Assumption Knights here. We'll head on over to the host Central DeWitt Sabres. Again, not a lot of action, just one game, but they did a lot in that game. 10-0 over Comanche in that win. And as we take a look at what's more coming on up for them after here, they will go ahead and have another home doubleheader against Muscatine, followed by a away doubleheader against Maquoketa to round out the month of May. And, of course, they start June on the 3rd against Davenport Central right back here at home. And for this squad, I mean, this was a squad that did a lot and, in fact, led the conference in a lot of different categories, including extra base hits, doubles particularly, right up there in total bases. This is a squad that could hit the ball and hit the ball often last year, and it did quite a bit of that across its slate, and it was not really hard to see why. From the Maher to Bigsby, and all these guys have really come through, and they don't lose a ton in the grand scheme of it all. So ultimately, what do they have? They have a lot of guys coming back, and they have a lot of good talent that's seen here, been there, done that. And so this is a squad back into, I believe, its 5th year in the conference here. So they are still getting a little acclimated, although I could say that they've almost gotten pretty acclimated overall in the grand scheme of things here. So again, that is your Central DeWitt Sabres as they take a look here. And again, we get closer and near the start of this one, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by RDA Financial. And as we do so, we start with the visiting Assumption Knights. And we go ahead and look at it. It starts with Caden Toll, wearing number 4. He'll be doing the duties in left field. On the year so far, Toll with 3 hits. He does have 3 total bases. Overall, batting .429 on the year. He is followed up by the shortstop and Ethan Morris wearing number 1. He also has a trio of hits on the season as well. And he is followed up by number 24, Isaiah Rose, as we just mentioned, the team's hits leader and total bases leader. In the cleanup spot, it'll be Ben Yagi. He'll be wearing number 29 and right field. And in the number 5 hole, David Gartner will be doing the duties at second, wearing number 7. And we mentioned Nolan Dittmer. He'll be doing the pitching duties, and he'll be followed by Cooper Salmon, number 34. He'll be catching behind the plate today. And then it'll be followed by Aiden Schmidt wearing number 2. He'll be at first base. And the lineup will be rounded out with Augie Farrell, number 22, in center. And as we head on now to the host, Central DeWitt Sabres, it will start off with Jacob Maher wearing number 23. He'll be in the center field for today's contest. He'll be followed by Kyle Bigsby wearing number 2. He'll be at the hot corner today at third. Mitch Maher will be doing the duties at first wearing number 5, and he'll be followed in the cleanup hole by the DH in Cade Burcliffe. And he'll be doing the duties batting for the catcher in today's battle. And the catcher in today's battle will be Pesci, Dawson Pesci, the freshman. And then that'll be followed up number 25 in the 5-hole, James Adams in left field. Greg Wire will be in the number 6 hole wearing number 4. He'll be pitching today, followed by Drew McAvan wearing number 3 at second base. And in the number 8 hole will be Gus Pickup in right wearing number 22. And the lineup will be rounded out by Wyatt Peniston wearing number 1 at short. And again, this is a Central DeWitt team, as we mentioned already. Last year kind of put the statistics world anyway on fire, as they did a lot and then some. They were all over the map in a lot of things, and including RBIs. And mention Jacob Maher. He comes into this one as arguably one of the top guys to watch among many here. He was third overall in the conference last year with 47 RBIs. And again, he is one of the many guys to watch from what Central DeWitt will bring here. Hey, we're going to take a quick sidestep as we get the national anthem underway here shortly. And we'll be back after this, after just a quick pause. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go as we get ready for Class 3A action here tonight between the number 8th ranked Central DeWitt Sabres and the 9th ranked Assumption Knights. Again, appreciate you coming along for what will be, a fun contest in store. As we mentioned, over 8 runs per game averaged here, so certainly what we're going to see is a lot of the same, I assume, here. Both these teams still with the offensive firepower to do so, but also the pitching side of things, as we mentioned, over 12 strikeouts averaged within this series. And so we could see one of two different ways, one of two different things happening. But certainly we're going to have a fun contest here in this one. Again, make sure to let us know where you're hearing us from. We'd love to chat with you. And, of course, don't forget we're also all the way across the state as well. Wherever you see action happening, let us know. Tag us on socials. And we would love to highlight anything, and that includes home runs, doubles, triples, anything. Wherever there's excitement in the game, we want to hear about it. We want to help highlight that as well. So make sure to get that out there today whenever you get the chance. So again, as we take a look on the mound here for Central DeWitt, again, a team that has been just one game so far on the season. But nonetheless, doing some good things. Again, they started out with a 10-0 win. And again, Greg Wire will get his first chance on the mound here in this 2024 season. And again, the Central DeWitt team last year battled pretty tough. Overall, 26-15, 8-10 inside the conference. But man, did they put up, like we mentioned, a lot of good numbers, a lot of good stats from last year, and they're looking to continue that one over here in the 2024 season. So again, Greg Wire doing the pitching duties last year as we take a look at his stats. 4-1 overall, 39 innings pitched, and he put up 38 strikeouts across a 1.62 ERA. And batting teams against him batted a mere 194. So if we get the chance to see that, we're going to see a pretty low-scoring game if we get that once again here in today's contest. So again, let us know, catch who you're cheering for, where are you hearing this from. Let us know. We would love to go ahead. And, of course, don't forget to check out more great content that includes our high and tight program, which should be available for you tomorrow morning, if not tonight. So we'll get a chance to catch that up. But we get the chance to talk about some overrated stats, some teams of Week 2 that we really highlighted and liked, and a whole lot more. So that's in store for you. Make sure to check that out. But as for now, Caden Toll stepping on up to the plate here.
Welcome to Central DeWitt High School Athletic Complex.
As he gets ready, and Greg Wire's first pitch is in there for strike one. And here we go. Let's get rolling here in this one. Game 1 of the Twin Bill here today.
Good sportsmanship is a fundamental part
We have
of the
strike one.
experience at Central DeWitt High School. In conjunction with
Softball
the
also going on here as that one, a two-seamer, couldn't quite find its way back into the zone, evens it up at 1-1.
During tonight's contest. Now let's introduce the starting lineups for today as we welcome our
Like we
guests.
mentioned, this series, as both these teams are getting acclimated to each other for the most part. I mean, I believe this has been several years now into the conference here for Central DeWitt. And so they've gotten acclimated here, and this is going to kind of be that really true telling season, how well they've been acclimated overall. And by last year, it seemed like they did fairly well. They held their own as that one's fouled back.
Playing first base and batting cleanup, number 15, Catherine Snyder.
Again, Central DeWitt ranked 8th in the latest Class 3A polls. Meanwhile, Assumption ranked 9th.
Playing second base, batting 6th, number 20, Bella Stockrigan.
Again, we have a 1-2 count here. Greg Wire on the mound. Toll at the plate. That one is shot left side and in through and out of the hands there at third. Bigsby unable to hold that one in, as that will be credited as an error to start the game, and a runner on first here for Assumption.
Playing left field, batting 9th, number 3, Allie Castle.
That one just kind of ate him up a little bit. Happens to everybody, certainly. And so we'll see how well Assumption does at capitalizing here with Ethan Morris up at the plate, the shortstop. Placed bunt, but pulls that one back. Ball 1. And hey, just like in our program, we've also put it out on socials. We want to know from you, what is your most overrated stat in baseball? Is that bunt attempt pulled back wisely, as that pitch is more like a pitch out, and now it is a 2-0 count? Assumption looking to put the pressure early here.
Number 22, Isabel Pierce.
Again, what a gorgeous complex this is here in DeWitt, Iowa. Again, Central DeWitt up against Assumption. Bunt attempt is laid down. The only play there is to first. And with that, there will be no play, in fact. As legging out a bunt single there. That was as perfect as you could get it, honestly. And now we have runners on first and second here Nobody down as Gregoire now working with two men on, and Isaiah Rose stepping up to the plate.
Batting 8, shortstop number 10, Lena Peroni. Pitching tonight for the Sabres.
So the first pitch she sees.
Number 12, Emma.
A little in, has to get away from that one. Ball one.
And the Sabre flex player tonight, number 16.
So hey, make sure to check out a lot of the great battles that are around here. A lot of top 10 teams in action against each other across a lot of different classes. That one fouled back into the net, strike one.
Chuck Schulte and Bradley Eversole. We appreciate their time and effort. The national anthem was played before the baseball game, so we're ready to play ball.
So again, 16th all-time meeting between these two squads. Here's the pitch. That one sailing just outside. 2-1 the count. And you kind of wonder what the strategy is like here. You got to think that with a guy like Rose, who's, again, one of the better hitters of this Assumption squad, is that one is hit, and that will be out of play. Strike two. You got to think that they're going to give him pretty much free rein to hit where he so pleases, or he could. This team has already shown that they're really good and capable at bunting. So 2-2 count with two runners on, nobody out. Pitch. That one sails inside full. Again, make sure to catch our next broadcast as we will be back on the road on Friday as we're going to catch Western Dubuque and Iowa City High battling out. Both those teams on a good run to start their respective 2024 campaigns as well. So the full count here on Isaiah Rose, the three-hole hitter. And the swing on and the throw over to third, and there will be into the outfield. The runner will come on home. There will be no throw, and we will have the first run of the ball game go to the Assumption Knights as they put up a 1-0 lead. So there was the out recorded. I think that got a little lost in all that. But there was the out recorded with the strikeout. And now Ben Yagi will step up to the plate. One runner on second, one out. That one is shot out there into right center field. Well, that will be caught. Runner taken off to third. The throw. Not in time, and there will be a runner in scoring position at third now with two down. And a chance to add on to that for David Gardner and the Knights.
Now batting, second baseman, number 7, David Gardner.
So Gartner looking to add on to what has been a good start to this game so far. 1-0 Assumption. That one is hit high but out of play. Strike one. So pass ball allowed, or a wild throw, a wild throw allowed for the runner to head on over home, and that's how we have the first run of the game here. Assumption leading it by the mark of 1-0. Gartner at the plate. A nice two-seamer, but tail too far out. Makes it 2-1 here, the count. And Toll scored here for Assumption to put them up early here in this one, 1-0. That one sails outside the zone, 3-1. So far, one hit and 2 errors here in this one. And that one is credited with the strike, and thus keeping the at-bat alive here. Thought it was ball 4, but nonetheless it goes to strike 2 and a full count here. Still with a runner on third, a chance to do some more damage here for the Knights. And the pitch, that one inside, and that will be ball 4. And now runners on the corners here for Assumption.
Now batting the pitcher, number 25, Nolan Dittmer.
So with Gartner on first, Nolan Dittmer stepping on up to the plate. Pitcher battle here in this one. Runners again on the corners, and the pitch. That one finds its way in there for a strike. And Assumption, one of those perennially really strong teams that finds their way into 20-plus win seasons routinely. And that one is hit up, but that will be called fouled. Real foul at the plate. And an 0-2 count. Hey, again, make sure to check out every we're looking to get Mondays now. Every Mondays, we'll have our High and Tight program as well as our rankings reveal. That's right. Cade Nissen and myself join up, and we go through all that there was. The runner taken off to second here. There will be no throw as the runner will get all the way to second, and now we have second and third here with 2 down. That one fouled back again. Again, Caden Nissen and myself go ahead and take you through what our rankers were thinking in ranking the teams that they did. We've had quite a lot of jumping going around in each class, especially 1A and 2A. So make sure to check that out. And you can head on to rockfin.com or head on over to our YouTube page and check out all the great action, as that one is credited with strike number 3 and strikeout number 2 here for Grant Wire. So 1 run crosses the plate here for Assumption. They start things off here on a couple hits, and they are in the lead 1-0. And when we come back, it'll be time for DeWitt to get their chance at rocking and rolling with the bats. Maher, Bigsby, and Maher when we come back here on the IA Baseball Network.
First baseman number 15, Catherine.
Hey everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services trusted to use by both coaches and players alike, there's a whole lot to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, makes sure it is nothing short of premium quality. Plus, Craig Allison, who's the national sales executive, is one of those journeymen who just knows baseball back and forward, can do it in his sleep, can eat, live, breathe it. He's got it all. And of course, Rush Niggett has been there. He's seen what's worked at high school fields, what worked at college fields, what doesn't work at any field. He has got it all. All 3 of them are journeymen who know what to look for. So make sure you check them out today at victorymounds.com. And hey, oh, by the way, if you mention that you heard them on our broadcast, you could earn a free assessment on the playability of your field. That's right. They'll come out, check it out, and see how playable it is and beyond. They'll help you get your field to the next level. That's right. They've got everything and every question answered. That's right. From pitching mounts to pitching rubbers, home plate, and beyond. They've got it all. And all you have to do is check out victorymounds.com. Every question is answered right on their Q&A section, so make sure to check that out today. And hey, make sure to have it a great day with Victory Mounds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back into the broadcast here as we get ready and we get set. Bottom of inning number 1 coming your way. And as we do so, don't forget to check out the great folks at Insolites.com helping to bring us this broadcast and more. And we start things off with Jacob Maher as he kicks things off and does so as he hits that one high out there into the corner. And what a dive play for that one. Wow. You got to try and find it up there. Again, you have to battle the sun, the wind, and everything in between. That was pretty good just to get in good position to grab that one. And with that, it's a called out. So first pitch that the Sabres see, they'll send that one up, and it'll be out number one. That'll bring up Kyle Bigsby to the plate.
Pitcher number 17, Molly Rowe.
And Bigsby last year had 48 hits. He had 19 doubles, a trio of home runs, and he had 78 total bases on the year last year. He looks at a 0-1 count. That one is struck high out of play, strike two. Yeah, this was a team that, again, honestly, was one of the better, if not, you could argue the best in terms of extra base hits last year. 13 home runs on the season. The batting average had 325 as a team as that one goes for ball one. They were second in terms of RBIs at 253. And they could, again, from other coaches in the conference, they were labeled one of the better hitting teams that we saw. I mean, in the end, they managed to plate runs. They had 289 runs scored, fifth overall in Class 3A. And they honestly, overall, it's hard to look at this team and not be a little bit impressed anyway. Again, they ranked second to only Western Dubuque in hits overall, as that one is a high ball. Evens it up now, or draws it full, at 3-2. So Central DeWitt had a lot going for them last year. Again, they were 3A's doubles leader by nearly 10. As that one sails too far inside, that draws the walk. And just like the Assumption Knights, the Sabres get onto the base pass here in their half of the first inning.
Now batting, first baseman, number 5, Mitch Maher.
Now Mitch Maher stepping on up to the plate. Again, as he was part of what was a big squad last year. Again, what more can you say from a Central DeWitt team that had 522 total bases? Again, third overall across 3A, and they did so within the Mississippi Athletic Conference. So they had to battle their way through what was that tough schedule. And then they came out on top on a very tough non-conference slate as well. So in the end, there's a lot of validity to what this team ended up doing last year, and certainly they hope to bring that here in 2024. That one sails in there nicely as Dittmer gets a strike. So 0-2. There is one down. Bigsby sits on first. And keeping him honest over there at first. Getting a little dirty. Nothing wrong with that by any means. Hey, also, while we're at it, make sure that you get out there and if you get a chance, thank an umpire, thank a coach. We have some great games, including a twin bill here today. So get the chance and thank everybody involved, as that one is a little too high inside, about letter high for a 1-2 count. Also, if you're a fan here of baseball history, as that one is chopped left side, a pickup, and the fire across the diamond will get the runner. And now with the runner on base advancing to second, unfortunately they trade it with two outs. As now Burklaw will step on up to the plate. DH here for the catcher. First pitch he sees is in the dirt. Runner taken off to third. He will arrive at third safely, so a chance here with two down for Central DeWitt to kind of even this one up here. So 1-0 count. As far a pop-up, a ground out, and a walk has contributed. That one shot left side. That will be labeled foul. That was hugging the line pretty close there. Ended up just a bit on the wrong side of the chalk line for Central DeWitt, as now it just evens up the count at 1 apiece.
That brings up Knights number 16, Addie Williamson.
So make sure to stay tuned here. Game 2 after this, immediately following after this. That one in the dirt. Now 2-1. We'll catch up with both games of the Twin Bill here today. This is the first time these two teams are meeting here in 2024. Here's the pitch. That one gets by him for strike 2. That one right at the corner of the zone. Nicely placed here by Dittmer. And he's looking for his first punch out of the game should he connect here. A 2-2 count. That one struck left side, picked up nicely, and the fire across the diamond it goes for out number 3. Hey, close, but no cigar for Central DeWitt offensively. They now head to the dugouts, and both teams will head into inning number 2 when we return right after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
For the same.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back here again. Central DeWitt High School, the backdrop for our Class 3A battle here tonight. And what a game it is. A lot of fun here in store, and hopefully you're having fun joining along with us for the ride. Again, 2 Mississippi athletic foes battling it out here in this one. And 2 teams which were 20-plus win campaigns from last year, trying to add to that and match that here as we head into the 2024 season, Week 3. And glad you could join us. Hopefully you had a good Memorial Day, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you got rested and geared up, ready to tackle what is the season coming ahead here. But now coming on up will be 7, 8, and 9 here for the Assumption Knights. Cooper Salmon starting things off. And he takes now a look at one. A little too low there, ball 2.
Third baseman, number 36, Alexis Pilgrim.
Again, Central DeWitt 1-0 on the year. Assumption 2 and 3 as we head into Week 3 of the campaign. That one not finding the zone, 3-0. And here's the pitch. That one a little too far inside, too far in the strike zone anyway, or out of the strike zone, I should say, as that will draw the walk. And now Adam Schmidt stepping on up here for Assumption as the Knights have put 2 runners on, at least a runner on in each of the first 2 innings.
number 2, Aiden Schmidt.
Schmidt squares around a bunt and then fouls that one out into foul territory. Starts it off with strike one.
Pitch running for the catcher, number 18, Benny Johnston.
Benny Johnson doing the pitch running on first here for Assumption. That one is in the dirt. No runner taken off to second, though. Nice throw from behind the plate. Apache doing a good job, a good cannon there, and that's obviously what you need if you want to be competitive there behind the dish.
Correction, that would be a courtesy runner.
So one runner on. We still have nobody out. The bunt attempt laid down, has to go to first with that one. Does get the out, but in essence, they trade the out for a runner at second. And now we'll bring up the number 9 hole hitter in Augie Farrell to the plate.
Center fielder, number 22, Augie Farrell.
Leading off for the Sabres,
Farrell,
in
the
top
center
of the
fielder here for the Knights.
Number 4, Kelly Folsen.
Again, if you have any scores out there, let us know. Hit us up at iabaseball1@gmail.com or go ahead and hit us up on socials, as we'll be able to go ahead and broadcast all the different scores that we have from around the state. As again, we mentioned a lot of big-time matchups here, not just 3A, but of course in 4A, 2A, and 1A as well. Swings through that one, but could not connect. 0-2. Already a pair of strikeouts here for Gregoire on the day. Looking to add on to that one here. One out, one on. 9-hole hitter Farrell up at the plate for the Knights. Here's the pitch. That one foul back, keeps it 0-2. So beyond this week, if there's any games that you think we should head to, let us know. Hit us up, iabaseball1@gmail.com. Or, of course, like I mentioned on socials, hit us up, Cade Nissen or myself, Andrew Brown, and we would love to go ahead and, hey, go wherever you want us to. Again, Central DeWitt took the last game between these two, as that one, Gregoire pulled the string there, and the changeup gets him for out number 2. Third strikeout of the day here for Gregoire, and now we bring up the top of the lineup here for Assumption. And Caden Toll reached via error and later came around to score his last time up. Again, a great venue here for this Mississippi Athletic battle here today. First pitch inside off the elbow, ball 1. Again, we will have both games broadcasted, so stick here. We'll give you a quick recaps, and we'll keep it on the broadcasts here, and we'll give you two different ones, I should say, but keep it on the page. That one swung on a nice hack, but unable to come through on that one. And now that evens it up at 1 apiece. Lefty on lefty matchup, swung through, could not connect. Now 1-2. Chance to get out of this one unscathed. Assumption very capable of putting up some runs quickly, and they did here in inning number 1. Now as we go ahead with the top of the second, 2 down the pitch. That one tried to paint the outside corner, just a bit outside though, 2-2. So one Assumption runner on.
Caitlin Trulson.
2 out. And Gregoire with the pitch. Runner taken off. That one is foul back. Out of play. And we'll continue it on here. Toll on the season so far, coming into this with 3 hits, as we mentioned earlier. That average at .429 here through the first 5 games. That pitch staying alive with that one, fouls it into the net. Again, as we mentioned, what a series this has been. As we mentioned in the tail of the series, brought to you by Hitting Approach. A fun afternoon in store here. Again, it's averaged 12.6 strikeouts per game, 8.1 runs per game. So we can get quite a bit of a variety here. That one, again, fouled back into the soccer fields there. Nearing 10 pitches in this at bat alone. And, you know, if at the very least what you want to do as that hitter is wear down the pitcher as much as you can. And certainly the leadoff here for Assumption doing just that. The pitch, that one is struck right side, and that will get into the outfield. We are sending the runner on home. No throw, and therefore it's a 2-0 lead here for Davenport Assumption. That one just snuck into the outfield and thus allowed the runner coming on home. And now we have a 2-0 advantage here. And they traded a runner at second for a runner at first here. And now we continue on with Ethan Morris for his second at bat.
Ethan Morris.
He recorded a single via the bunt his last time up. Helped to usher around the first run of the game. Runner taken off to second. There will be the throw. And they got him. What a catch. What a throw. That's a highlight reel play right there. Nicely done for Central DeWitt. They get out of that play, but they don't get out of the inning unscathed. Assumption does draw one more run to double their lead, 2-0. And now we'll have the chance for Central DeWitt to try and answer when we come back for the bottom half of the second in Adams, Gregoire, and McAvan when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Adams, Gregoire, and McAvan.
Hey everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services trusted to use by both coaches and players alike, there's a whole lot to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, makes sure it is nothing short of premium quality. Plus, Craig Allison, who's the national sales executive, is one of those journeymen who just knows baseball back and forward, can do it in his sleep, can eat, live, breathe it. He's got it all. And of course, Rush Niggett has been there. He's seen what's worked at high school fields, what worked at college fields, what doesn't work at any field. He has got it all. All three of them are journeymen who know what to look for. So make sure you check them out today at victorymounds.com. And hey, oh, by the way, if you mention that you heard them on our broadcast, you could earn a free assessment on the playability of your field. That's right. They'll come out, check it out, and see how playable it is and beyond. They'll help you get your field to the next level. That's right. They've got everything and every question answered. That's right. From pitching mounts to pitching rubbers, home plate, and beyond. They've got it all. And all you have to do is check out victorymounds.com. Every question is answered right on their Q&A section, so make sure to check that out today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back here. Bottom of inning number 2. And we start with a 0-2 count here to James Adams, the number 5 hole hitter here for Central DeWitt. He takes a look at a two-seamer that breaks a little too far outside. 1-2 now the count. Again, it is Adams, Gregoire, and McAvan doing the duties here. 5, 6, and 7 here for Central DeWitt. That one too far inside. Now evens it up at 2 apiece. So give us your thoughts. Where are you hearing us from? And any big games to note? Any big scores to note? Let us know here. That one sailing outside. That'll even up. Not next to make it a full count at 3-2. So from an 0-2 now drawing at full 3-2. Here's the pitch. That one struck right up in a big hop out there into center, aided by the field. And Adams will have his first hit of the ball game here and the first hit of the bottom half of inning number 2. That will bring up Greg Wire to the plate. Again, pitcher-on-pitcher matchup here.
Now batting pitcher number 4, Greg Wire.
Greg Wire looking to, again, add what that is on and honestly try and match what Central DeWitt did last year, this team, as that one is struck left side, and that will get in there for a base hit. So the first pitch he sees, he'll drive out there to left field, and they're cooking now. 2 straight batters, 2 straight singles. And now Drew McAvan stepping on up to the plate. And make sure to also catch out where we have a guy on boots on the ground at the Ankeny Centennial versus Dowling Catholic battle here, and 2 of the top pitching arms in the state, and of course in Trevor Balmer and Joey Oakey. That'll be that'll be a showdown for sure. You don't want to miss out on. You don't want to miss out on this one here as we continue on. That one nicely done behind the plate. Salmon catching that one, stopping that from going to a deep backstop. And McAvan with 2 runners on and nobody out here. Best chance they've had so far. The pitch, the fire, that one low and gets away from him. Salmon doing a good job keeping that one in front of him. The count rolls to 2-0, but again, some good work already behind the plate we've seen from both of these catchers. A good throw out here from Central DeWitt and Pecci, and of course, a very good job defensively behind the plate in Salmon as well. So here we go, 2-0 count, and the delivery. Out one, sailing just outside the mark, 3-0 the count. Dittmer on the year again, 5 2/3 innings coming into this battle. That pitch sails letter high into the zone. Now making it 3-1. First meeting of the year between these two. Again, just 24 dates, or 24 dates that all the teams have in order to get their games in. Now, they can do that with doubleheaders, but they have to get a certain amount of dates. They can't go beyond that. They certainly can't go under that, but just 24 dates on the year. And again, with the walk, that'll draw a saber at every single base.
That brings up the Sabre third baseman, number 2,
And Greg
Lily
Thiessen
Bolstead.
coming on out to, again, check on the pitching. Again, it's nothing where you look at this and say, hey, you're in trouble, because you could still theoretically get out of this without a run scored. And certainly Assumption has been in jams before, and they've gotten out of them. But again, it's this kind of was not necessarily a worry, just a calm down type of get over to the mound scenario. That one fired in there for strike one. Again, the inning started with 2 straight singles from Adams and Gregoire. McAvan with a walk. And that's where we sit here right now. Nobody out. Prime real estate for Central DeWitt. That one fouled back. Now a quick 0-2 hole. Again, Gus Pickup doing the duties here. The right fielder for the Sabres in today's battle. And now that pitch, that one goes back, and that gets a runner on, headed to home. There will be no play, and therefore we are cutting that lead in half for Central DeWitt here. As now we'll have runners on second and third with just 1 out and now a 2-1 mark.
Now batting shortstop, number 1, Wyatt Anderson.
Wyatt Penniston stepping on up, the senior looking to add on to already the mark that's happened here. He swings through that one for strike one. Already a couple hits here for the Sabres. Bunt attempt, wisely laid off, evens it up at 1 apiece. So an even count with just 1 down. The bunt attempt laid down. The only play there is to first. And it's safe. Called safe. Runner coming on home as we have an even tie ball game here. What a play. What a run there by Penniston as he kept things rolling alive. And now we continue on with basically back to zeros here. It's a 2-2 mark on the scoreboard. And now we go back to the top of the lineup in Jacob Maher. And he looks at runners on the corners. Runner taken off to second. There will be the throw. No go. Close call on that one, but in the end, it was called safe. The inning continues. We've already had some fireworks early, and it's only the second inning. And then now a 2-2 even keel ball game. Both teams with 3 hits apiece. And coaching staff coming out to chat a little bit with the umpires on that one. And both squads with 2 runs and both squads with 3 hits early in this one. Assumption picking up 1 run in each of their innings. 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Meanwhile, all of Central DeWitt's runs have come here in the bottom half of inning number 2 so far, I should say. As we do have just 1 down and 2 runners on.
Due up for the Knights in the top of the 3rd, Nikki Snyder Rowe.
So again, Dittmer on the mound. Trying to get out of a jam here. Central DeWitt already with all 3 of their hits in this half inning. Runner on, again, runner on first, or runner on second and third. And the pitch. That one shot left side. The pickup, nicely done. Fires home, but there will be no play at home. Couldn't quite handle that one from Salmon, and therefore it is now a lead here for Central DeWitt. Now we're back to runners on the corners there as Maher will pick up the RBI. Bigsby back up to the plate. He walked his first time up. He's still looking at 1 out here as we've already plated 3 runs in the bottom half here of the second for Central DeWitt. That one is struck left side, and that one will be out there into the grass. That'll allow 1 run to come on home already. And we will have a standout double out there here for Bigsby as he increases the lead now as they've doubled it 4-2. So 2 straight runs driven in, 2 straight RBIs will now bring up Mitch Maher to the plate. He will be the 8th batter in this inning alone, in which there's still just 1 down. That one sailing out there for strike 1. The Sabres came into this inning down 2-0, and they've poked across 4 hits, and they've also poked across all 4 of their runs so far. So it's been a whirlwind of activity to start. Pitch, that one shot left side, and that eats him up out there at third, but there is a play. It will be no go there. There will be the run scored, so now we have a 5-2 ball game, and the runs just keep piling up here in the bottom of the second for Central DeWitt.
Designated hitter, Cade Berslaw.
So the error will now bring up Cade Berklaw to the plate. Last time he grounded out to third.
Pitcher number 17, Molly Rowe.
He'll be the 9th batter here in this one as that one gets away. Can't quite find the ball there. And we'll have a runner now at second and third. Again, all of this still with 1 down. All 4 hits, 5 runs, and 1 error have come via 1 out here in the bottom half of inning number 2. Wow. That one sailing outside. That'll go 2-0. Again, Berkloff at the plate. He takes a look at his first strike here of the at-bat. Again, second at-bat so far, 0 for 1 with a ground out. Again, second game of the season here after some rainouts for Central DeWitt. 6th game of the year for the Assumption Knights. And that one so far inside, not quite in the zone, 3-1. Some early scores on bound anyway. BCLUW versus Baxter. BCLUW up 4-2 at the end of inning number 2 as that one draws the walk in. The bases loaded for the second time for Central DeWitt.
Left fielder, James Adams.
And we will go ahead and revisit the lineup once again that started things off as James Adams will come back up. He singled in his first plate appearance, and he shoots that one left side. That one's going back, but caught out there and left. That will get a runner on home, though, as now we'll increase that lead. So what a hit, deep enough. Good job by Toll to get out there and into near the warning track territory for Assumption, as he records out number 2. But nonetheless, we increase that Central DeWitt lead now 6-2.
Pitcher, Grant Gregwire.
And now Gregwire stepping on up to the plate as he'll have to earn it in a big way there as he gets plunked to hit on out. And the bases are loaded yet again here for the Sabres. Still all of this as we continue on in the bottom half of the second here, as we now head to Drew McAvan stepping on up. He is 0 for 0 technically with a walk. Again, was part of what was a big start to this inning. And he takes a look at ball 1 on the outside. Again, this is a Central DeWitt team we've said before has the capability of scoring big time innings, and they did so already here, bottom of the second, where all 6 of their runs, all 4 of their hits have come. That one in there to even it up at 1-1. Here's the pitch. That one, just enough of that to call it a strike anyway. Now it runs the count 1-2, and a chance for Assumption to get out of this one after giving up 6 runs so far in the inning.
Left fielder, number 3, Alex Castle.
Dittmer on the mound here with the pitch to fire. That one nicely framed behind the dish by Salmon, but unable to get it called a strike. Now 2-2. Here's the pitch. That one struck. Shortstop picked up the fire across the diamond, and it is had Morris with the out recorded, but not before the Sabres pick up 6 runs as they now draw a big lead 6-2 heading into inning number 3. And when we come back for said inning number 3, Morris, Rose, and Yagi when we return right after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
We play 2. Sabres lead.
Hey everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services trusted to use by both coaches and players alike, there's a whole lot to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, makes sure it is nothing short of premium quality. Plus, Craig Allison, who's the national sales executive, is one of those journeymen who just knows baseball back and forward, can do it in his sleep, can eat, live, breathe it. He's got it all. And of course, Rush Niggett has been there. He's seen what's worked at high school fields, what worked at college fields, what doesn't work at any field. He has got it all. All 3 of them are journeymen who know what to look for. So make sure you check them out today at victorymounds.com. And hey, oh, by the way, if you mention that you heard them on our broadcast, you could earn a free assessment on the playability of your field. That's right, they'll come out, check it out, and see how playable it is and beyond. They'll help you get your field to the next level. That's right, they've got everything and every question answered. That's right, from pitching mounts to pitching rubbers, home plate, and... Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we continue on, it was a 4-hit, 6-run performance here in the bottom half of the second for the Sabres as they come up 6-2. Ethan Morris kicks things off offensively for Davenport Assumption as we kick off inning number 3 with a strike. Next pitch we see down and low off the shoe tops at 1 apiece. Assumption started the game off with the lead 1-0. In fact, rung it 2-0 after 1.5 innings. But then the bottom half of that second came, as we mentioned, 6 runs, 4 hits for Central DeWitt, as they poke across an early big lead, 6-2.
Now batting the nice right fielder, number 12, Sophia Cottle.
Thank you. Be good. Thank you. As that one is shot, actually fouled back. Keeping it up at 1-2. Again, as we kind of go through some early scores here, we have Dubuque Hempstead after 3-0 over Cedar Rapids, Washington. And again, if there are any other scores, let us know. I know it's early on in the night. Not a whole lot of teams have started yet, aside from any double headers at play. 1-2 count, now draws 2-2. The 2-2 count, that one shot right side. Nice pickup there, it's short. Fires over the dish. Nice job by McMahon, as he will record out number 1. And it'll now continue on with the 3-hole hitter in Isaiah Rose for Assumption.
Third baseman, Isaiah Rose.
Rose struck out his last time up, looking for his first hit here in this one. Again, a little bit windy here, going left to right across the field, but certainly not impacting what has been a big offensive showcase so far. 7 combined hits, 8 combined runs, and we're only into the 3rd inning. Gregoire with the windup. That one shot. That'll be out of play, actually, as we now go on with a 1-1 count. Again, Rose up at the plate here for Assumption. The pitch. That one also fouled back. So don't forget, as always, catch us up tomorrow, as we will have our High and Tight program recapping the fun that was from week 2. And make sure from here on out, join us every Monday, as we'll go ahead and get you all caught up from the week that was and the week that will be here in Iowa high school baseball. So again, thanks for the thoughts, likes, and the comments here. Appreciate it. Keep it coming. We always love it, and we always love highlighting what it really is one of the best talent pools around, as that one gets them on a wild strike 3. And the inside pitch now goes for strikeout number 4 on the day here for Gregoire, as Ben Yegi will step up to the plate. Gregoire striking out one of the tougher hitters in the lineup in Rose twice now. Yegi flew out to right his last time up, and he'll foul that one back for an 0-1 count. So we've already started things off pretty strong. As we have mentioned, a lot of offense, and again, a lot more game yet to go. Pitch, that one tries to catch the outer corner away, but couldn't do it. Evens it up 1 apiece. Again, the Sabres taking the last game of last year between these two squads. Did so by blanking Assumption 4-0. And now they're off to the races here to kick off their first meeting between the two here. This was a Central DeWitt squad that didn't, you don't have to go too far back into time before you caught their last state tournament run, and certainly for Assumption as well. Both of these teams have had experience in the postseason, deep into the postseason, including state tournaments. So the 2-2 with 2 down, nobody on. The pitch. That one fouled.
Left fielder, number 4, Zoe Folsen.
And Central DeWitt last coming in 2021 was their last state tournament run, as that one, he sends him up the ladder, and he obliges with strike number 3, and yet another strikeout, the second of the inning here for Gregoire, and he's putting on quite a performance on the mound. We said we'd get a pitching performance. It seems like Gregoire is taking up that mantle here in this one. So no hits, no runs, no errors. 1, 2, 3, go the Knights. And Assumption back at the field while the Sabres get back at it with the bats when we return here in the bottom half of inning number 3.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back here. Gus Pickup doing the duties to kick things off for Central DeWitt. Getting a little dark clouds out there, but so far nothing in the terms of bad weather. Hopefully we're knocking on wood here. We don't get any of that sort as we go through, because we got a doubleheader to go here. And we're in the bottom half of inning number 3 here in game 1. As that one sails outside, ball 2. Pickup last time drew an out, looking for his first hit here in game 1 of the Twin Bill. And appreciate you coming along for the ride here. It's an exciting game already. 8 runs. 6 of them have come from Central DeWitt. Again, as we happen to have in May, the weather kind of dipping down a little bit. It's getting a little colder here, so hopefully if you're out and about in this as well, you know, get that blanket out there, get that coat, jacket. Iowa never gives you a good weather until we get to really the dog days of summer, and still it's hot. That one sailing in there now draws it full. So again, this is a game that we mentioned could go either way, as that one is popped up. Morris trying to find it, and he does, and he clamps it into the glove for out number 1. And that's what Assumption needs, get a quick out and try to get out of this inning unscathed after 6 runs in the last inning. And now Peniston stepping on up. He singled his last time, part of what was a big inning number 2, as he sends that one out right side. And that will go into the glove there of Yegi, as he will come down with out number 2. And now just like that, 2 quick down. We'll now bring up the top of the lineup here in Jacob Maher. Maher so far 1 for 2 with a pop-up and an RBI single. Looks at ball one for his first pitch of the at bat, I should say. Next pitch he sends out there to right center field. That will find its way into the grass, and a single will be had. The second straight single here for Maher as he keeps the inning alive now. And that will bring up the number 2 hole hitter and Kyle Bigsby.
Third baseman, Kyle Bixby.
Second baseman, number 5, Caitlin Trulson.
And keeping him honest over there at first. Again, on the mound is Dittmer. So far, he's been charged with the majority of those 6 runs for Central DeWitt. Keeping him honest over there, letting him get dirty. Hey, that's all right. It's the best show on dirt. And hey, if you get the chance, play it, love it, watch it, live it. Great sport, and we're glad we have a lot of great talent here in the state to be able to have such fun watching these games. I know I do. I know Kay does as well. Everybody who are part of the IA Baseball Network really enjoy it, and hopefully you get the chance to enjoy it with us here. Again, Kyle Bigsby up at the plate. Looking to get something going here. Strike one to start off.
Catcher, number 34, Clara LaCotte.
Again, 2 out. There have been 2 quick out. The Knights trying to get out of this one without a run scored. That one sails high now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bringing out to our other cam here, brought to you by Insolites.com. Already an hour and 22 into this one, and included our previous pregame report. And 2-1 here, the count. Dittmer with the fire and the throw. Swung on, a healthy hack, but couldn't come up with that one. Draws it even 2-2. Make sure to catch us up again across the rest of this week and help us out. Any scores or big plays, big events, big games, let us know. Hit us up, IA Baseball, on Twitter, on Facebook, and of course on Instagram as well. So catch us wherever you can find us and then have a lot of fun with us. That one is struck high out to right center field. Coming on strong will be Yegi, and he will record out number 3. So with that, the Sabres get something going on to the base pass, but not on the scoreboard. It remains a 6-2 ball game when we head on to the next inning. It'll be the top of inning number 4, and when we do, it'll be Gartner, Dittmer, and Salmon for the Knights right after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
Number 2, Lily Olsen.
Hey everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services trusted to use by both coaches and players alike, there's a whole lot to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, makes sure it is nothing short of premium quality. Plus, Craig Allison, who's the national sales executive, is one of those journeymen who just knows baseball back and forward, can do it in his sleep, can eat, live, breathe it. He's got it all. And of course, Rush Niggett has been there. He's seen what's worked at high school fields, what worked at college fields, what doesn't work at any field. He has got it all. All 3 of them are journeymen who know what to look for. So make sure you check them out today at victorymounds.com. And hey, oh, by the way, If you mention that you heard them on our broadcast, you could earn a free assessment on the playability of your field. That's right, they'll come out, check it out, and see how playable it is and beyond. They'll help you get your field to the next level. That's right, they've got everything and every question answered. That's right, from pitching mounts to pitching rubbers, home plate, and beyond. They've got it all. And all you have to do is check out victorymounds.com. Every question is answered right on their Q&A section, so make sure to check that out today. And hey, make sure to have it a great day with Victory Mounds. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Inning number 4 is David Gartner doing the duties here to kick things off as we get rolling with strike number 1. Huff will be doing the duties in the center field here now for the Sabres. That one's fouled back here. Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit more. We're getting a little bit of precipitation out there. But still, hopefully we're going to get some games in here tonight. And that one counted A. Despite all the action going on, everyone trying to get somewhere where it's not raining. We all about missed a strikeout that happened there from Gregoire as he sets down Gartner.
Pitcher, Nolan Dittmer.
And that will be strikeout number 6 on the night here for Gregoire. And Nolan Dittmer sees a pitcher-on-pitcher matchup here. And rain starting to come down here. That one evens up at 1-1 now. Again, if you get the chance, check out our social media pages. We'll have action and we'll give you some of what's going on between Ankeny Centennial and Dowling Catholic. That one's set up left side. Unable to come through on that one. That goes for just a loud strike.
Leading off for the night in the top of the 4th.
In case you had any intrigue on that, it looks like there are 8 Major League Scouts at that game, at least. And get all the that's when all the radar guns start popping up and all of that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The rain's coming down a little bit harder, but we're still playing some game here. I love it. I love it. Looks like hopefully a little cell that will come through and be gone before we know it, hopefully. As it is now starting to come down a little bit harder now, and we're going to have to take a bit of a pause here as some hail starting to come on down. So it turned from rain to hail pretty quickly here. Everybody has to kind of duck for cover, and they're going to cover the mound. We are officially in a rain delay. So I had quite a bit of rain and hail coming down, but I do see some sun off to our left, so so we could still potentially get through this. We'll have to see. But we're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. It's still a 6-2 ball game as we resume the top of inning number 4 whenever we get right back here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services trusted to use by both coaches and players alike, There's a whole lot to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, makes sure it is nothing short of premium quality. Plus, Craig Allison, who's the national sales executive, is one of those journeymen who just knows baseball back and forward, can do it in his sleep, can eat, live, breathe it. He's got it all. And of course, Rush Niggett has been there. He's seen what's worked at high school fields, what worked at college fields, what doesn't work at any field. He has got it all. All three of them are journeymen who know what to look for. So make sure you check them out today at victorymounds.com. And hey, oh, by the way, if you mention that you heard them on our broadcast, you could earn a free assessment on the playability of your field. That's right. They'll come out, check it out, and see how playable it is and beyond. They'll help you get your field to the next level. That's right. They've got everything and every question answered. That's right. From pitching mounts to pitching rubbers, home plate, and beyond. They've got it all. And all you have to do is check out victorymounds.com. Every question is answered right on their Q&A section, so make sure to check that out today. And hey, make sure to have it a great day with Victory Mounds.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
Hey everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services trusted to use by both coaches and players alike, there's a whole lot to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, makes sure it is nothing short of premium quality. Plus, Craig Allison, who's the national sales executive, is one of those journeymen who just knows baseball back and forward, can do it in his sleep, can eat, live, breathe it. He's got it all. And of course, Rush Niggett has been there. He's seen what's worked at high school fields, what worked at college fields, what doesn't work at any field. He has got it all. All three of them are journeymen who know what to look for. So make sure you check them out today at victorymounds.com. And hey, oh, by the way, if you mention that you heard them on our broadcast, you could earn a free assessment on the playability of your field. That's right. They'll come out, check it out, and see how playable it is and beyond. They'll help you get your field to the next level. That's right. They've got everything and every question answered. That's right. From pitching mounts to pitching rubbers, home plate, and beyond. They've got it all. And all you have to do is check out victorymounds.com. Every question is answered right on their Q&A section, so make sure to check that out today. And hey, make sure to have it a great day with Victory Mounds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back here as we are just getting tarps removed and we're getting back into it here. We'll resume action as soon as possible. We'll take a look though at our stats so far in the ball game. Again, 8 combined runs, 6 from the Sabres, 2 from the Davenport Assumption Knights. The Sabres have struck 6 runs on 5 hits. They have suffered 2 errors. Meanwhile, Assumption, those 2 runs have come off of 3 hits and 1 error, and that is where we sit right now. And not to mention, Greg Wire picking up 6 strikeouts on the day so far as he is rolling, holding what is a solid Assumption offense at bay for the most part. So as it looks like we're starting to come back into it here, we've got a nice rainbow coming on out here, and Yeah, it's always nice when you get to see one of those here. So I'm going to take a quick picture as if I can even snag it. Hey, maybe that's a good luck charm. That's exactly what we need to get rolling here in this one. And again, continue what we're looking at to be a double header here. Softball already resuming their action here. Again, if you get the chance here, again, scores are coming from, and what's going on here? We'd love to see and love to help out everyone with what's going on around the state of Iowa. And we already mentioned some early scores, including BCLUW over Baxter, and that was a little while ago at the end of the second. Dyke New Hartford over Hudson 3-2 at the end of the third. Glenwood over Denison Sedgwick, an undefeated matchup there. Both teams without a loss. Glenwood up by a 4-1 mark after 4. And then after 5, Dubuque Hempstead up 5-1 over Cedar Rapids, Washington. And that is all the scores we have. Then again, that's coming from Bound. If there's any other score updates, let us know. Hit us up on social media. We'd love to catch you there. And again, it does look like we're going to resume action here in this one. But we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll regroup more and get the windows open so we can get going with Game 1 here over Twin Bill from Central DeWitt High School. We'll be back after this. Hey, everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services, trusted to use by both coaches and players to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, makes sure it is nothing short of premium quality. Plus, Craig Allison, who's the national sales executive, is one of those journeymen who just knows baseball back and forward, can do it in his sleep, can eat, live, breathe it. He's got it all. And of course, Rush Niggett has been there. He's seen what's worked at high school fields, what worked at college fields, what doesn't work at any field. He has got it all. All three of them are journeymen who know what to look for. So make sure you check them out today at victorymounds.com. And hey, oh, by the way, if you mention that you heard them on our broadcast, you could earn a free assessment on the playability of your field. That's right, they'll come out, check it out, and see how playable it is and beyond. They'll help you get your field to the next level. That's right, they've got everything and every question answered. That's right, from pitching mounts to pitching rubbers, home plate, and beyond. They've got it all. And all you have to do is check out victorymounds.com. Every question is answered right on their Q&A section, so make sure to check that out today. And hey, make sure to have it a great day with Victory Mounds.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
Hey everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services trusted to use by both coaches and players alike, there's a whole lot to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of product. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back as we are officially going to get going here in this one. I should say, re-upping it here in this one. As we go ahead, as Nolan Dittmer will start off, or resume action, I should say. As we now have a full count and one down here. And he'll shoot that right side, and that will find its way into the outfield grass. So, hey, some offense going here for the Assumption Knights with just one down here in the top half of inning number 4. I'll bring up Cooper Salmon to the plate, who is empty on the day so far officially with a walk. As we have a courtesy runner. And Ben Hamilton will be the courtesy runner here for the Knights.
Now batting, catcher, Cooper Salmon.
Again, Salmon so far on the day, 0 for 0 with a walk. Quick little rain shower, and we're back at it here from DeWitt, Iowa. Central DeWitt High School, as that one's fouled back out of play. Getting some weather, some rain, light rain started to get heavier, and then came down with some hail. So hopefully everyone else in that path, as it's going that way, hopefully you can stay clear. The pitch low and away. That one nicely done by Peche behind the plate. Good job to keep that one in front of him. Always a tough thing to do, and especially when you have a deep backstop, it can cost you. Now with a 1-1 count here, again, top of inning number 4, and here we go. That one sails inside, now making it a hitter's count, 2-1. And in case you missed it, brought to you by RDA Financial. It was two runs over the course of the first 2 innings here for Assumption that gave them the 2-0 lead. But then it was all Sabres from there with a 6-run inning in their half of the second inning. And they bumped it up to a 6-2 advantage, and that's where we sit right now after a scoreless third. Again, 9 combined hits, 8 combined runs here in this one. Runner taken off to second. That one is shot into the outfield grass right between short and third. And that'll allow station-to-station baseball to happen for the Knights. And they're cooking here with just 1 down in the 4th. That'll bring up Adam Schmidt to the plate. He had to sacrifice his last time up, a sac bunt.
Courtesy running for the catcher, number 18, Benny Johnston.
And, of course, Benny Johnson doing courtesy running for the Knights out on first.
First baseman, Aiden Schmidt.
Again, Schmidt had a sacrifice bunt his last time up. Helped to usher in the second run for the Knights as we stand with a 6-2 lead for the Sabres. So runners on first and second. And that one not finding the zone. Ball 1. Again, just 1 down here. The sun has returned after a brief shower. And again, we're back at it. It's still game 1 of the doubleheader here today. Glad you could join us for a lot of great baseball here. That one inside off the shoot tops, ball 2. And Greg Wire on the game so far does have 6 strikeouts. 3 of them coming in the last 2 innings. So we mentioned this is a series that had quite a bit, just around over 8 runs per game and just over 12 strikeouts per game. So a lot that can go here. And right now it's the offense that's getting just a slight edge on the scoreboard here. But ultimately, Gregoire's proven that he is here to deal, and he has done so with 6 strikeouts. Wind up and the hurl. That one nicely placed in there for strike one. 3-1 the count.
Due up for the Sabres in the bottom of the 4th, Peroni, Owens, Bolsack.
So with the 3-2 count, Assumption looking to add on to their end of the scoreboard. That one is shot high, but that will look to come down into the glove out there at third. Nicely done. As we will record out number 2 here. That almost looked like it was going to clear the fence out there by left. But instead, it hung up in the field just long enough to be caught for out number 2. As now that'll bring up Augie Farrell to the plate. Farrell, a strikeout victim his last time up, but has a chance to do something here with 2 down and 2 on.
Leading off for the Sabres in the bottom
1-0 count. There are 2 down, but 2 runners on. That one a little high and tight itself, 2-0. Hey, that's the name of the show, which you should catch up on every Monday, Tuesday. We'll have replays for you where we go ahead and recap the week that was and look ahead at the week that will be. And, of course, we give our teams of the week, players of the week, and beyond. As that one caught the outside corner but swung through, and now we bring it to 2-1 the count. And the 9-hole hitter and Augie Farrell up at the plate. And the delivery, the pitch, that one swung through. Could not quite catch up to that one, so it met him with heat and now meets him with a 2-2 count as 2s are wild. 2 runners on, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. Here's the pitch. That one keeping the at-bat alive. We've seen quite a bit of that here. Batters for Assumption and Central DeWitt going 6, 7, even 8 pitches deep into the at-bat. And certainly you do that, you might wear down the pitchers a little bit, but Gregoire up on the mound right now for Central DeWitt doesn't really seem to be fading much. He hurls that one right by him for strike number 3 and strikeout number 7. This is a fun game here in store. It's got pitching and hitting, and we are going to head to the bottom half of inning number 4. And we'll come back after this to tell you all about it here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services trusted to use by both coaches and players alike, there's a whole lot to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, makes sure it is nothing short of premium quality. Plus, Craig Allison, who's the national sales executive, is one of those journeymen who just knows baseball back and forward, can do it in his sleep, can eat, live, breathe it. He's got it all. And, of course, Rush Niggett has been there. He's seen what's worked at high school fields, what worked at college fields, what doesn't work at any field. He has got it all. All 3 of them are journeymen who know what to look for. So make sure you check them out today at victorymounds.com. And hey, oh, by the way, if you mention that you heard them on our broadcast, you could earn a free assessment on the playability of your field. That's right, they'll come out, check it out, and see how playable it is and beyond. They'll help you get your field to the next level. That's right, they've got everything and every question answered. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back into the broadcast. Andrew Brown here giving you the ball strikes and all the big moments here from Central DeWitt and Assumption. What a game this has turned out to be, and what a game it will end up being here as we get everything set and ready here for you. And we start with Mitch Maher to start as he swings through that one, strike one. Maher 0 for 1 on the day so far. He has reached via error and a ground out. That one shot left side. That will be out there playable in left field. And into the glove of Toll goes out number 1 for the Assumption Knights.
Designated hitter, Cade Bergloff.
Now Cade Bergloff stepping on up. He's 0 for 1 with the walk as well here on the day. And his first pitch will go for ball 1.
First baseman, number 20, Addie Appleby.
So 6-2 the lead, 10 combined hits, 5 for each team. Although the Sabres putting it all together, most of it anyway, in that second inning of work in which they posted 6 runs. 3 combined errors on the day, 2 for Central DeWitt, 1 for Assumption. The next pitch sees is in there for a strike, called 2-1. And Dittmer still out there. That one's hit high, and that will be playable out there and right. Coming on will be the catch. Yagi with out number 2. And quickly breezing along there. That was a fly out to right here, and that will bring up James Adams to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a single and a sacrifice RBI. That sacrifice run driven in, coming back in that big inning number 2. So the 1-0 count here. Again, Adams at the plate. That one's right up the middle, and it won't be caught. It will be into the outfield grass, and that'll be another trip to the base pass for Adam. His first hit in the game. And now that'll bring up the pitcher-on-pitcher matchup as Grant Gregoire steps up to the plate.
Pitcher, Grant Gregoire.
Gregoire, 1 for 1 on the day so far. He has been hit by pitch and singled. And he looks at a runner on first here as he kicks off his at-bat here in the 4th. That one, a little dribbler out in front of home plate. The fire to first. And that will be called out number 3. So, despite some runners onto the base pass, it is not going to come in the form of runs here. As we will continue on here with the next inning underway. And when we do so, it'll be the 5th coming on up. The top of the lineup in Toll, Morris, and Rose when we return here from Central DeWitt High School right here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA Advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor iabaseball.com. Please visit rdafn.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Caden Huff is now going to be the left fielder here. And then Jamison Gregoire are going to be the center fielder filling in for Huff. And again, Maher is not going to be in that lineup or in that outfield spot there. As that one is shot out there, and that will land right in front of Gregoire as his first action in center field. Sees a single here from the top of the Assumption lineup here as Toll gets a hit. His second of the game. Ethan Morris now stepping up to the plate. So it didn't take long for Assumption to get onto the base paths here. You got to assume that Maher not being in the field definitely is going to hurt them there. And we'll see what happens when it comes due time for his part in the lineup, assuming that he's not going to be there as well. So that would be a big dip in production for them, and hopefully, it's not going to be an injury that takes a whole lot of time to heal. But again, we'll just have to see. And certainly, you don't want to rush these back. But Maher will likely next here for Central DeWitt. So that could play a factor in some way. If again, this is a Central DeWitt lineup that has proven they can go 1 through 9 effectively. And right now, the Assumption Knights trying to claw their way back here. That one is popped up. A major league pop-up out there to second. And coming down will be McEvan as he will claim out number 1 here. And now that'll bring up Isaiah Rose to the plate. So out number 1 for the top of the 5th underway here. Rose, 2 strikeouts for him, looking to end that mark here. Grant Gregoire on the mound for the Sabres has punched him out twice and has 7 strikeouts overall. A 1-0 count here and the delivery. That one is hit up high, and that will be into right field it goes. And coming on for the catch will be Pickup. He'll end up with out number 2. And now we continue on with more of the lineup as Ben Yegi will step up to the plate. So 2 quick outs have put that opening single in jeopardy here in the top half of the 5th. Yegi so far on the day, 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. His first pitch, he will swing on heartily, but come up empty. 0-1 now the count. Thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, here as the runner taken off to second. There will be a throw, a double hopper, not in time, though, as Toll will pick up the stolen base. And again, manufacturing their way onto the base pass as much as they can. Assumption has done that pretty well over the course of their time in program history, really. And they add another stolen base to their mark here in this one. So a 1-2 count. Now with the runner on second base. There are two down. So Assumption, not a lot of wiggle room to work with here. The next pitch, that one is popped up. That will be playable out there as Gregoire will come up with the out and avoid the collision there. And hey, that'll end the threat here in the top half of the fifth. And so it will be down go the Assumption Knights as they pick up a hit but not a run. And it'll be time here for the Central DeWitt Sabres to come back up with 7, 8, and 9 when we return here on the IA Baseball Network. Hey everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services trusted to use by both coaches and players alike, there's a whole lot to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, makes sure it is nothing short of premium quality. Plus, Craig Allison, who's the national sales executive, is one of those journeymen who just knows baseball back and forward, can do it in his sleep, can eat, live, breathe it. He's got it all. And of course, Rush Niggett has been there. He's seen what's worked at high school fields, what worked at college fields, what doesn't work at any field. He has got it all. All three of them are journeymen who know what to look for. So make sure you check them out today at victorymounds.com. And hey, oh, by the way, if you mention that you heard them on our broadcast, you could earn a free assessment on the playability of your field. That's right. They'll come out, check it out, and see how playable it is and beyond. They'll help you get your field to the next level. That's right. They've got everything and every question answered. That's right. From pitching mounts to pitching rubbers, home plate. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Drew McAvan starting things off as he'll hit that one out there into center. More like an atom ball out there to Farrell as he will pick up a quick first pitch out number one.
Right fielder, Gus Pickup.
And now Gus Pickup will be up here. So far, Pickup is 0 for 2, strikeouts and pop out to his credit. He'll shoot that one right side, but a nice ground ball pickup here at short. Schmidt will call a quick out number 2. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. And we have an efficient inning on the mound for Dittmer here.
Shortstop, Wyatt Peniston.
And now it'll be the 9-hole hitter and Wyatt Peniston up at the plate. 1 for 2, singled back in the second inning. We'll take a look at strike one here. So we will not have the immaculate inning, but we will have 2 quick outs. And the 9-hole hitter showing bunt, and he has to lay out of that one now. It's a 1-1 count. So appreciate everyone tuning in, and again, always making these broadcasts a part of your day. It really, we just love to do it, and this is something that I hope you enjoy as well as we go through. As Peniston holds that one back now, and we move the count 2-1. Again, it's a 6-2 ball game here. Bottom half of the fifth. That one is labeled foul. So now we go to 2-2 here. Hey, again, don't forget, we'll hopefully tonight, if not tomorrow, we'll be giving you our high and tight program, and you can catch some good conversation about which stat in Major League Baseball we feel is the most overrated and what comments you have had on those, plus some teams that we loved across week one and teams that we didn't think got enough respect across the first couple of weeks. So we got a lot there for you in store. So make sure to take up on that. That'll be releasing tonight or tomorrow, and then you can catch those every Monday from here on out. And that one, he knew it. Penniston knew that one fell right into the zone, perfectly laid. And that is the first strikeout of the game here for Dittmer as he will end that half inning. So we go through 5 innings. It's still a 6-2 ball game for Central DeWitt in the lead. We'll be back with the top half of the 6th when we return after this.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back here as we are from Central DeWitt High School. Again, what a beautiful backdrop for our Class 3A Mississippi Athletic Conference battle here tonight. Again, the Assumption Knights have traveled in to take on the Central DeWitt Sabres, and it is now a 6-2 ball game. The Sabres have been in the lead since the second inning. Assumption trying to make their way back in this one. Now they start with the 5-hole hitter in David Gartner. So far 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. On the mound still is Grantwire as he is working on a pretty good game here so far. 7 strikeouts.
Now batting left fielder number 3, Allie Castle.
And now he goes and draws it to a 2-0 count here. And Grantwire 7 strikeouts. Looking to add on to that one. He's held this really tough Assumption lineup at bay for the most part. They've had some hits. That one is struck up there into shallow center field, but that'll come out into the glove of Greg Wires. That will be out number 1. Now that'll bring up Nolan Dittmer to the plate. Pitcher on pitcher battle here now. And we haven't seen a lot of changeup in this lineup anyway. It has held pat despite that early 6-run mark in the second. That one is shot out there, and a 2-hopper out there, 3-hopper to second base. Pick up by McAvan, and the fire to first will be recorded as out number 2.
Right fielder number 12, Sophia Cottle.
Catcher, Cooper Salmon.
And now that'll bring up Cooper Salmon is 1 for 1 with a walk so far. Drew a walk in the second, singled back in the fourth. He sees 2 quick down and trying to continue on the inning here. Gregoire with the pitch. That one is hit up high. That's sending the center fielder back just a bit. But coming on to camp out under it will be Gregoire for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, and no errors for Assumption. We now head to the bottom half of the inning. And when we do, it'll be the top of the lineup when we come back for Central DeWitt right here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor iabaseball.com. Please visit rdafn.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Caden Huff to go ahead and step in, as he will be in place of Jacob Maher, who has, as we can tell, suffered an injury. We won't disclose it, but certainly we will not see Maher back in the lineup here at the number 1 spot. Instead, Caden Huff will be doing the duties now at the number 1 hole. And we also have a new pitcher here for the Assumption Knights. We'll try and get you that here in just a little bit. As we look, so it appears as though, and as it relayed to me, Benjamin Johnston, the senior, has 3 innings under his belt so far. He does have 5 strikeouts on the early season, so he will be the one to pitch here for the Assumption Knights. And again, Caden Huff will be doing the hitting duties. And again, Caden Huff doing the hitting duties for Central DeWitt. And he will take place of Maher, who has ended his hitting night as going 2 for 3. He had 2 singles, including the RBI single back in the second. And now he'll get his chance to do his own deal here. So far, we're just in that 1 game played. He has not had much action. That one he sends out there to left side, and that will be caught out there in left. So he tried to grip and rip one early on that one, got a piece of it, just not enough to lead the ballpark, but enough to go into the glove out there for Toll, as Toll records out number 1. And now that'll bring up Kyle Bigsby to the plate. So far, he is 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. And he fouls that one out of play. Oh and 1 with 1 down here, and the pitch. That one sails just outside, now evens it up at 1 apiece. And again, we do have Caden Huff, who has filled in now here for Maher, and we got Bigsby up at the plate now. That will be strike 2. And again, on the mound for the Assumption Knights, Benjamin Johnston, the senior, as we mentioned, 3 innings. He does have a win already on the season, as that one gets fouled back, keeps it at 1 and 2. And Mississippi Athletic Conference battle here today. Assumption and Central DeWitt squaring off in game 1 of the Twin Bill here. That one is shot left side. Nice pickup and a snag across the diamond with the throw. Rose showcasing just a little bit there as he records a very strong out. That caught him deep in the hole, and he managed to get the out there for out number 2, as the back half of this game is kind of coasting along pretty quickly here. And now Jameson Gregoire doing the hitting duties for the Sabres, as he will come up and get his first batting time here. He'll be in place of Mitch Maher. That one is shot out there into right, is playable, and it will be caught out there by Yegi as he will complete what was a very quick inning offensively for the Sabres, and again, quick defensively for the Knights. So no hits, no runs, no errors, and nothing going on in that half of the inning. Now it sends us into the seventh. So through six, it is a 6-2 Sabre lead. When we come back, Assumption's time to try and get back into this one.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. It is now time to give you the top half of inning number 7. And here we go. A chance for the Central DeWitt Sabres to try and add on here, or trying to actually hold off what has been a pretty good game overall, but hold off what is a good Assumption lineup. And it is Drew McAvan to get the duty on the bump to try and close this one out. And he will be opposed here by the 8-hole hitter and Aiden Schmidt, at number 18, and that'll be Benjamin Johnston as he will take place there, and he gets his first trip at the batter's box here. 0-1. That one will be hit high out there into just shallow left field, and that'll be capped by Peniston for the out. We will have another pitch hitter here. It'll be number 23 and Landon Durr, the senior.
For the Knights, number 23.
So far, he has 2 games played, no recorded hits so far. Looking to try and change that here in this one. 1 down, the pitch, that goes inside, ball 1. Again, we'll have another broadcast here for you coming on up after this one. We'll take a brief pause, and then we'll resume action with a new broadcast. So stay tuned here. If it holds pat right now, then Central DeWitt will pick up their second win of the season. That one sails high, ball 3. Should Assumption come around and win this one, that would mean it's all tied at 3 wins, 3 losses for them, but they have some ground to make up if they want that to happen.
Scheduled to hit the top of the 7 for the Knights.
And that one goes for ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk will get some action for the Knights here in this one. And so we have Farrell re-entering onto the base pass here. He'll get the chance to do some running as the top of the lineup, and Caden Toll will step up to the plate. And Toll so far on the day, he is 2 for 2. He reached via an error back in the first and has since had 2 straight singles. One came as an RBI back in the second, and he singled back in the 5th and added a stolen base onto that. So he looks with a chance to do some damage here. He's been great today. Again, has reached base all 3 times. And he looks at a 2-0 count here as we hit up the top of the 7th. 6-2 the lead for the Sabres. Both teams have punched across 6 hits, 8 combined runs overall, 3 combined errors. Central DeWitt ranked 8th in the latest polls. The Assumption Knights ranked 9th. And you can check all those rankings. Head on to iabaseball.com/Rockfin. And you'll be able to catch out that. Plus, our rankings reveal on YouTube. You can go ahead and catch those. And those are a good chance for us, as that one draws the walk. It's a good chance for us to really get out what our rankers are trying to do, or trying to talk about anyway, how they're trying to really justify where each team has gone and where. So it's a really good chance to have any questions answered about where they are and where they may be and where they may be going. So it really, again, I think that's a really strong thing to check out, because if you've ever sat there and go, man, why? Well, we have your answer as to why, as we have descriptions both on Rockfin, of course, and on the YouTube show, in which you can catch every Monday. And we are going to have a new pitcher on the mound here. Number 2, Kyle Bigsby, as he'll make his way from third. Bigsby has not pitched yet this season. Only James Adams has, as Adams went 5 innings in the game against Comanche and posted up 76 pitches, 9 strikeouts. So this is Bigsby's first chance at the mound here in 2024. So just 1 down. There are 2 on, so Assumption still hanging tight in this. It's a game that's had quite a bit. A couple lead changes here, some rain, hail, and now sunshine. And it's given us quite a lot of action here. Again, both these teams are top 10 ranked. Both of these teams normally come out with a tough early season schedule. Again, Assumption battling Moline, an out-of-state foe, early.
Now playing third base for the Sabres.
And now
Carter Petchy.
And now Carter Petchy duties out there at the hot corner at third. Gets his first chance to do some action here. Again, he was initially behind the plate, now heads over there to third. So let's get going here as we resume action. Good stop behind the dish, keeps things from advancing any further, but we have a 1-0 count. And here's the pitch. That one catches the outer edge here. He evens it up at 1 apiece. Again, McEvan did have some time on the bump. Recorded an out, but 2 consecutive walks have put the Assumption Knights in business with 1 down. And now again, Bigsby on the mound trying to end this one here, as that one gets fouled back for strike 2.
Pitcher number 17, Molly Rowe.
So about to wrap up this one here. Game 1 from Central DeWitt High School. Game 2 will come out after that. 1-2 the count here with 1 down. And pitch. That one gets shot up and away. Landing on the nets. Again, what a nice system here to keep all the fans from catching one on the noggin for sure. Again, Bigsby, the new pitcher on the mound for the Sabres. He's trying to wrap this one up here and give Central DeWitt their second victory of the season. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on and caught. strikeout number one for Bigsby on the season, as that'll set down Morris. And now Isaiah Rose with the last out, the chance to get something back here. After him would be Ben Yegi. But Rose so far 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. The empty count, that one too far low. Wisely lays off of that one for a 1-0 count. The last 3 innings, we have had empty sets here, quick innings at that. And that all came after the first 2 innings, which scored all 8 of our runs. 6 of which came in the bottom half of the second. 1 apiece for the Knights in the first and second. And overall, Assumption leads this series 9-6. Like we mentioned, Central DeWitt did take the last game these 2 teams played, which happened in the postseason last year. And again, Central DeWitt took that one. But this has kind of lived up a little bit to what we were expecting here. It averages 8.1 runs per game. We're at 8 runs right now. Just a tad under the average of strikeouts per game of 12.6. But certainly as we take a look at what has been not only just a good offense, but great pitching performance here. And that pitching performance by Grant Gregoire as he put up 7 strikeouts here. And overall across just gave up 2 runs. So not a whole lot of action there. There is 6 hits here total for the Knights. As that one goes for strike number 2. And Rose was thinking that was ball number 4. Kind of one of those tales to make sure you don't drop the bat before you have heard the call. So the full count here to Isaiah Rose. Down to their last strike goes the Knights. And the pitch. Runner's taken off. They have to set on back as Rose fouls that one. Again, Rose came into this game with 8 hits, 10 total bases to lead the Knights. He's in jeopardy of going hitless here in this one. So Bigsby with the full count, the windup, and the pitch. That one is sent high and back. And that'll keep the at-bat going. So the wind dying off just a little bit, still left to right on your radio dial, but it's made for a picture-perfect game here, game weather-wise, aside from the rain. But for the most part, it's been fairly good and a fun atmosphere here today. The pitch, that one is shot out there to center field. And that will be on there, and that will be a run coming on home for the Knights. Isaiah Rose does not go hitless in this one. In fact, he comes with some late game heroics there as a single into center field will now cut this lead in half just a bit. Now 6-3. So down to the last strike. That's what you call really keeping your composure, as Rose will strike an RBI single. And now Ben Yagi stepping on up to the plate. The Knights now have the lead in the hit column, 7-6. Bigsby with the pitch. That one sails up high, ball 1. And again, in case you missed it, it was a 1-0 lead for Assumption after 1, 2-0 lead after 1.5 innings. And then it was a big 6-run second for the host Sabres. They came up on top 6-2. And it just recently changed now to 6-3 with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. That one is shot left side. That one's taking the left fielder back just a little bit. But he will come up with the catch. Huff will end game 1 here in this one. So, hey, there you go. Central DeWitt remains unbeaten here as they now take the lead, as they now take the win here in this one by a 6-3 margin. And as we look at the final line score again, 6 runs for the host Central DeWitt Sabres as they do so on 6 hits. They did suffer 2 errors. Meanwhile, the visiting Knights, 3 runs off of 7 hits and 1 error. And Dittmer will take the loss here in this one. Greg Wire is our first game hitting approach player of the game as he does so, striking out 7 and holding Assumption at bay with just 2 runs in his time on the mound. And with that, Central DeWitt will take the win. They move to 2-0. Meanwhile, it will be a 2-4 mark on the record books for Assumption as they fall here in game 1 of the Twin Bill. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll have a new broadcast for you coming on up. But first, the postgame report right after this short break. Hey everybody, there is something big out there for all you softball and baseball fans, coaches, players, and more. It's called Victory Mounds. That's right, from portable pitching mounds, field products, and field services trusted to use by both coaches and players alike, there's a whole lot to love. Mike Donahoe, who's in charge of products and equipment, makes sure it is nothing short of premium quality. Plus, Craig Allison, who's the national sales executive, is one of those journeymen who just knows baseball back and forward, can do it in his sleep, can eat, live, breathe it. He's got it all. And of course, Rush Niggett has been there. He's seen what's worked at high school fields, what worked at college fields, what doesn't work at any field. He has got it all. All 3 of them are journeymen who know what to look for. So make sure you check them out today at victorymounds.com. And hey, oh, by the way, if you mention that you heard them on our broadcast, you could earn a free assessment on the playability of your field. That's right, they'll come out, check it out, and see how playable it is and beyond. They'll help you get your field to the next level. That's right, they've got everything and every question answered. That's right, from pitching mounts to pitching rubbers, home plate, and beyond. They've got it all. And all you have to do is check out victorymounds.com. Every question is answered right on their Q&A section, so make sure to check that out today. And hey, make sure to have a great day with Victory Mounds.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back here as we continue to roll right along. It is game 1, the winner being Central DeWitt. They take game 1 by a 6-3 margin, and they did so off the heels of 6 hits. They did have 2 errors, and ultimately they had a game that was worthy of it. Again, in case you missed it, brought to you by RDA Financial. It was a 2-0 lead for Assumption after 1.5. But the bottom of the second came, and the bottom dropped out as 6 runs crossed the plate for Central DeWitt. that is all that they would score the rest of the way. Meanwhile, Assumption would tack on one more in the top half of the seventh on an Isaiah Rose RBI single, but beyond that, they could not push anything more across. As you take a look at it overall, under seven total men left on base here for Central DeWitt. For the Assumption Knights, they left 5 runners on base, and ultimately it was kind of the game we thought it would be, right? Excuse me. It would be the game that would be challenging. It would have some pitching and some good hitting. It had all of that. Well, hey, we are going to wrap things up here. Again, our player of the game is Grant Gregoire for Central DeWitt, as he posted up 7 strikeouts and did his part to help the Central DeWitt Sabres take the W and keep themselves undefeated here. Again, just 2-0, but they're still one of the few undefeated teams left in Iowa High School baseball. All right, we are going to take a quick step aside. A new broadcast coming on up after this. Make sure to stick around for Game 2 right after this here on the IA Baseball Network.